my head is spinning, out of control. Something's come up now. Another team's come up and chased me up to see if I would drive their car, because the owner of their car is sick, and they've got one of their drivers who's a factory BMW driver is also driving in a BMW diesel, and it's put me in a predicament where they've actually said, well, if the owner of the car is unable to drive in the race, could you be our reserve driver, because our other two could get stuck in their for their total driving time.
So another spanner in the works.
It's just given me a massive head spin. So here I am thinking, what do I do? And I actually don't even want to tell the team what's going on, because I don't want them to think that I'm jumping ship on them, because I don't want to jump ship. But to drive an outright spec car out here, that's something that's capable of an 8-minute lap, it's just too tempting. Absolutely too tempting.
I can tell you're already chuffed to the arse, aren't you?
Absolutely. More than well.
I see it, Mel. I can see a new car.
Yeah.
Is that it?
No, definitely not.
That was it? That's an outright car.
Shit now.
I must say I'm feeling a little envious of Mal. I'd like to have that problem. In the meantime, though, practice continues into the night. It seems that everybody this week was getting their bum behind the wheel of a racing car. Well, everybody except me, the stew market. So maybe I should find out the best way to go about it.
It's handling like a bucket of shit, and it's locking up brakes. It's it's not good. Both of them came out of the car and said, "This car's going to kill somebody." So we're going to sort that problem out first. Yeah. Anyway, that's all part of motor racing. This is not the car. This is not the place to have a bad handling car, though.
And that's why we're in business. We have so many people from abroad, and you can't take your car on a plane, right? So you have to rent something, and that's what we specialize in. We have everything from the basic, simple 200 horses cars, and it can be front-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, left-hand drive, right-hand drive. So we have everything up till the big cars we see here in the workshop, like the LMP2 type of car. So we cater for everything. I'm in this business for 15 years, and if you don't do things which we tell you not to do, then nothing needs to happen. It's all in your own hands, of course, and we prepare you very well for the track. There's a great briefing. We do the tour rallies around the track, and we show you actually how to take it on very safely. So we got about 70 cars here. I think this is very interesting here. It's straight out of the box, right? It's a car where we do demonstration laps, so sit-in laps. People are coming with us on a hot lap at Spa or the Ring. It's just turn the key, drive it out the workshop on the public road, go on track and do your thing. With this, you overtake the whole, creme de la creme of street cars, like the new GT3 RS, the Scuderia Ferrari, the Lamborghini, and everything. Because we have all these cars on our fleet, and this is by far the quickest. A lot of people who just want to come here and then, experience the Ring, but don't have any experience in driving on a racetrack, and then they have to go on this most difficult track in the world, in the dry and in the wet. And that's why we have that fleet of front-wheel drive cars. And it's not that it's that you can't go wrong, but you have ABS, you have a great ESP on these Renaults, front-wheel drive, so everything is sorted. It's got a beautiful cage, it's got carbon seats. It's a very active limited slip differential, semi-slicks on the car, which we change for road tires in the wet. And this is pushing out 250 horses. So it's what more do you want? I always say when we go to Spa, if it's wet or it's dry, a wet track is only twice as difficult than the dry. Here, a wet track is 10 times as difficult as the dry, because it changes in 15 minutes when you come around next time on the same space. And if you see how green and beautiful it is here, that's for a reason. It's raining all the time.
Die grüne Hülle.
Die grüne Hülle.
race. I've got the lucky draw of number 1 this year, so it'll be interesting. We're P7 on the 3rd group. It's a big event. You've got 200 odd cars here, so if you weren't nervous, there'd be something wrong with you, I think.
It's nerves. It's you Aussies. You've got not good nerves, mate.
I think it's your job. So we better make sure that he's nervous enough. He doesn't want to be. Are you nervous?
Heavy weight of responsibility, you know, driving in front of Mal, because I'd hate to let him down. It's just the weight of Mal leaning on my shoulders.
The weather is fine now. The sun comes out, and I think we well together.
Ready to go. No, this is new for me. I haven't started before, and the amount of people out on the track here is just amazing. So, looking forward to the first warm-up lap. Apparently, they shoot rockets at you. So.
Why should I stop?
Changed the Michelin tyres now, which we're used to running, so hopefully we've fixed our grip problems. We'll see how we go, we'll know shortly. This is the works guys from Subaru checking out our car, because we're only one place on the grid behind the factory car, and they're trying to work out why.
I wish we did have some secrets, but unfortunately we've been whiter than white, and feeling guilty for it. We have got Mal, they haven't got Mal. We have got Mal.
That's your secret weapon.
Yeah, that's our secret weapon. That's our winning combination, the Roux and Mal.
What? Let's go and find the Aston Martin. It's about 20 places back this way, I think, Stu. Well, I can't even see it. And don't
Touch and see if it's real.
my wife will see this. Hey, sweetheart. Come up and say congratulations, you're on the grid, and have a safe race. And my knees are hurting me having to walk so far back to find you. I had to get that in, all right?
Find your passport!
Yes, I did. I left it up in the bloody hill.
It's pretty much as good as it gets. I can't complain about this.
It'd be better if he was down that end of the grid with us.
That's okay. But we'll wait 24 hours. We'll just see where we're both standing in the 24 hours. So we're hoping they'll last the 6 hours.
6 hours?
Four drivers.
Hang on.
3 drivers.
This is not the Holden Commodore budget racing team. This is Aston Martin. You've got to put fresh tyres on it.
Well, we will.
Al, they're calling you.
I thought he'd never go.
Team manager?
Us back together, we've made a few changes, hopefully they'll make the drivers a bit more comfortable, and well, all being well, now the weather's changed for the better, we should be in good shape.
We're at the best place. We're going to watch them all crash and then just drive past them. I've got my phone in my pocket too, by the way, guys. It's on vibrating. Righto.
Porsche's already spun in the first quarter. Got another 23 hours and 59 minutes now to make it up.
was coming up on the inside of me, and he just got my eye as I came out of the dip, doing probably, I don't know, probably 240 there, I guess, and I didn't get back on the brake quick enough because he sort of took my eye, and I was, wondering where he was, and so I've decided just to go straight through the next little kick. There was grass on one side, so I straddled the grass and the bitumen, but the curb in the middle is a bit high, and it's hit the sump on it. So.
Smoke in the car. Smoke in the car.
But they reckon it's going to take them about an hour to replace. The car feels like it did last year. Yeah. Sort of a bit stiffer.
Can you hear me?
I couldn't see you. I couldn't find you.
No, I was in the pit lane and you came in too early. These idiots here chose the wrong pit. They parked out here.
No one was jumping around doing star jumps. It was just like everyone looked the same. You know what I mean? They're saying, look for me, look for me. So I'm expecting to look for someone going like this.
I've crashed. I'm sorry, I've crashed. We've just had the cars crashed down there Brightside. Sketchy reports, maybe some oil on the track caused him to go off. So we think the car's being towed back. It'll be disappointing if we're out of the race. So we'll wait and see when the car gets back here.
Many weeks later, they did find a fault with the rear subframe bushings on this car that made it so tricky to drive. But even so, Angus did come into that corner a lot faster on lap 3 than he had on the previous 2.
Informationen davon. Die Atmosphäre in
This is important, this one. This is a bloody, this is an event that we've really got to bring home. We're judging this one. We didn't finish Nurburgring last year, didn't finish Spa, and we didn't finish Dubai. I've got to finish this one.
Richard's BMW down there just had new sump and put it all back together. It's just absolutely chaotic. But you just did a quick head count. We reckon we have 135 people walking around the pits here at once. So just in our pit bay. So just it's a little hive of activity. 22 hours and 5 minutes to go.
So Mike's dead keen to get into Kermit, But I don't know if he should want to, because poor Marty's been bashed up by half the field. And the first thing to go wrong with the Volvo, well actually it's the fourth thing after the dodgy wheel hub, CV joints and drive shaft, is the battery, which is making my video look bloody awful.
Don't drive too hard, you have a little problem on the rear side, on the rear, on the right side rear. Okay. Okay, don't drive too hard.
Maybe another 5 minutes or something and we should be out on the track again. So hopefully, fingers crossed, you know, the engine hasn't done any damage and we're back in it again. They can have a couple of cartons of beer after this, mate. No worries at all.
Do you remember how Mal was thinking about changing camps? Well, around about now I bet he's glad that he didn't.
The young bloke started because he has his other car to get into. Got out there, moved up a few spots, the diff's blown, seized the whole drive line and he's kissed the side of a wall. No, it just seized up. So as soon as it's seized, he's basically seized, and it's gone in, as it cambers in, it's gone to the right, to the left, and just gone straight off the wall. Now the drive line's kaput, we're not moving a wheel. I'm going to bottle it up inside, I tell you. Absolute shocker. Oh well, we got up into the 30s, moved forward, bang, over.